Hey everybody, welcome to the Trugamer. Today is a good day in gaming as E3 just finished, and wow, what a trail it left behind. I am extremely excited for Titanfall 2. As soon as I heard the news for Titanfall 2, I don't think I could grasp anything else. I just drew back into the original, and I haven't been able to think about anything else except for the disappointing Mass Effect news. Well, the fact that there was none, and so I'm trying to continue on with life, and I've gone back to Titanfall 1, and I am really happy to find that people are still playing it. I went away from it for a while because I got distracted from all the new release titles that came out in the past couple of years, but nevertheless I'm back, and it's still as fun as ever. More so, just coming back, reminiscing of playing with all my mates, on this map. This is probably one of my favourite maps in the game. As I've stated before, I'm not the best at first-person shooters, but nevertheless, I have fun playing them, and that's the point, yeah? Alrighty, so... I got my ass kicked. Alright, so... Some of the points that were raised at the E3 press conference for Titanfall 2, the developer did say something about 6 new Titan chassis. Now, I'm extremely excited for that, as I did find that was one of the problems with the original, the lacking in the Titans themselves. I expected there to be more variety, and now we're going to get it. And I assume that is going to make the new announced campaign, which I'm extremely excited for, that much more interesting. Now that's a lot to look forward to and a lot to take in, but if you're a Titanfall fan, you should be excited because it's going to create a bigger lore wrapped around the initial game, and it will make the first game a lot more interesting because you'll know if you ever go back, or if there's ever need to go back, you will have known a bit of the lore and a bit more of the world that has existed in the previous game that we never really got a taste of before, but we do now. Another mechanic that they announced that was going to be in the sequel was a grapple hook. This grapple hook is going to create a new level of verticality to the combat, and even if I thought that wasn't possible, it is now. And the developer did say something about it. It's not just a straight hook and pull, it's also a hook, and you can swing, which creates endless possibilities. He said you can hook to walls, Titans, and other players. Now, in the end of the multiplayer video, you did see one of the pilots grapple hook another pilot as he was ejecting, and then kicked him in a really badass way. Now, that was such a good way to finish off the multiplayer gameplay trailer, and I couldn't have thought of a better way to do that myself. It threw me off my chair. I was extremely excited for it, and one of the most interesting things I took from the campaign, the multiplayer gameplay trailer, was the customization, and he did mention this in the press conference, but nevertheless, it did signify, like, it pointed out that you could specifically customize the chassis. I don't know to what extent, but I did notice that each Titan in the gameplay trailer, had a different skin on it. So one of them had like a sort of an aqua cameo color, another one had like a sort of a red racing stripe looking cameo, and that's great because what it does is it creates individuality on the map, and people will see that Titan coming, they know it's you. I think that's great because in the original, yes, you did have your name above the Titan, but you know, from a distance you couldn't really tell who's who. In this respect, you know, if you're playing with your mates, your brother, you can say, look, that's my brother there, I'm going to jump on my brother's chassis and he's going to stride around and be a badass tank while I hang off him, and I know who I'm working with now instead of jumping on some random's back. I think that creates extremely awesome possibilities for gameplay, a lot more than what people probably realise. That's one of the things I'm most looking forward to is that customization. As it is in any game, it's a treat. Now, the map varieties looked very similar to the first one. I will say that. I would like to see a little bit more. I'd like to see Respawn become a little bit more adventurous in their exploration and world building. A lot of the levels looked very similar, and I don't know if that's because they had good feedback or not on the original, but I would like to see something a little bit different. A lot of the maps I saw in the multiplayer did look a lot like this one. There's nothing wrong with that, but as a sequel, I'd like to see something different. I don't know about. Like, there's only so much you can do, but because they've got so many different worlds and it's built up in a universe of space travel and whatnot, it seems like there is endless possibilities, and it doesn't seem like they're going for that. Sort of keeping it in the bounds of this sort of planetary region. Alright. Okay, so the news, other than what I've already mentioned, they did talk about there may be a mode in the game where it's just pilots playing. I find that interesting because it kind of defeats the purpose of the game. Without the Titans, it's kind of Call of Duty. Probably going to get a lot of hate for that, but really it is. Or Call of Duty became this. Say it how you like it, however you like. But I just feel like it doesn't need to be part of the game. It's called Titanfall. It's not called pilots. I don't know whether that's a stupid statement or not, but hey, I play this game for the Titans, for the awesome mobility, the fact of being able to fall back on your Titan when you're in harm's way, when you feel vulnerable. Calling upon the Titans is one of the best feelings I had in a game. Like just now, the Titan grabbing you and pulling you into the chest. It's awesome. I am looking forward to actually having the new level of interaction between the pilots and the Titans in Titanfall 2, as they've stated that they have a lot more personality now, the Titans. So that'll be interesting to see. In the trailer, he has like the 3 laws, and I believe the final one is protect the pilot. That was awesome. He's like, the pilot's falling, and you just in the trailer, you'll know he's falling, and he calls out for the Titan, and the Titan grabs him in midair and saves his life. And then at the end of the trailer, he's like, trust me, like he's gonna throw him, and he's just like, the Titan is asking for his trust, and I think that is so cool. Like, I love that level of like communication between Titan and pilot, machine and man. I think that's an awesome dynamic, and they can do a lot with it. I didn't expect them to do this much with the campaign. I was expecting if they were going to do anything at all, unlike the first one, they were going to just do a campaign similar to that, like minimal story, concentrating on multiplayer. But I'm extremely happy they're going that way. In the beginning of the trailer, you did notice that there was some like alien-like things which looked strangely a lot, like very much so, like the aliens out of Avatar. But I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but I'm okay with that. If you get to fight aliens in this, hey, you got my attention. Alrighty, so my DLC is finished installing. I'll be able to play that now. Awesome. So there's the Titanfall 2 news straight from E3. Thanks for joining me on Trugamer, and I'll see you guys next time.